Welcome to another addition to my CD collection. Let's get it started. First CD I'm about to do is Ghostface's and I guess Andrian Younge's collab effort 12 Reasons to Die, which was released this year on Stone Temple Records. He only came out with like one single so far, Murder Spree. This is really a dope album to be honest with you. Like, Ghostface has one of the most consistent discographies in the Wu, and it's like really like dope. Like, he does like his best lyrical work on this one right here so far. Like, the best way to describe like the production though by my man Andrew Young, it's kind of like a more updated kind of 36 chambers with the production, because like right now it's like Wu's 20th anniversary, so I kind of felt like this album was very, very dope when it came across it. It has some dope songs as well, like The Rise of Ghostface Killah, The Center of Attraction, Enemies Around Me. Like, it's like really cinematic in a way though. They have another edition of this album called the Brown Tape, but all the beats are like produced by like Apollo Brown, who was like, you guys should know who Apollo Brown is. Like, all my underground heads, like he did that joint effort with OC on that Trophies album. But anyway, this is a really dope album. Go pick this up if you can find it. Then we got Mary J. Blige's What's the 411, released in 1992 on Uptown Records. Sings album's known for is You Remind Me, Real Love. Check out the Biggie remix of that song. Reminisce. Check out the Pete Rock and CL Smooth remix. Sweet Thing, which is a cover of the classic Rufus and Chaka Khan song. Like, and Love No Limit. Other than that, this is like a classic album, Definitely a groundbreaking album, like when it came to like hip hop and R&B, cause like no one really heard stuff like this, like an R&B singer singing over hip hop kind of beats though. Like, nobody really was doing it like Mary J. Blige. My favorite song on the album though is What's the 411, the song she did Grand Poobah. Whew, that song right there is just like, I love how she was flowing in that song and stuff like that. This is really the album that really, this is like a first album. This is really the album that really gave birth to that whole hip hop soul kind of thing, and like it was like really dope the way how she did it, like how she, like this album and My Life are like really her best albums in my opinion though. When it came to like her voice, I got most definitely check out more of her albums, so like Share My World and others as well. Anyway, that the year after this one, she also did a remix album called What's the 411 Remix, where it has like all the remix to all the remix I talked about stuff. So make sure you look for that though. This is Mary J. Blige, What's the 411, released 1992, classic album. Then we got this album right here, Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album, released in 1979 on Epic Records. The single this album is known for is Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, which won him a Grammy. Rock With You, She's Out of My Life, Off the Wall, and Girlfriend. My opinion, this album right here is definitely his best album. Like, I know I do it like Thriller, I do like Bad, I do like Dangerous, but when it came to like, this is just one of his best albums, because like you can tell he really matured with his verse with his voice and stuff like that. Also, this is also like the first album like he worked with Quincy Jones and stuff, and you guys know who Quincy Jones is. Like after they met at the Wiz, like, cause you guys know that she played a scarecrow in the Wiz. Like, this is like what I call disco and R&B working together the best, though. Like, this is like what you call good disco. Cause like it had like this disco tracks, the mid-tempo tracks. The only song I really I don't really mind though, is the song "Girlfriend." I don't really mind that song though, to be honest with you. But other than that, it's a really dope album. You guys should really check this out if you're a Michael Jackson fan. Don't always just stick to Thriller though. You know I like Thriller, but you guys should know what I mean. Next album is Bob Marley and the Wailers-Natty, released in 1974. Singles I'm known for is No Jase and No Woman No Cry. Classic album, like one of his best albums. This album is actually significant when it was really like one of his first albums. Like he really went political with his lyrics, to be honest with you. And it was also the first album where he went under Bob Marley and the Wailers. Like you have like a trademark political style where you like talking about like the world, freedom, stuff like that. Like really dope songs on this, like Rebel Music, Natty Dread, Talking Blues. Like everyone should have this in their collection. Like this is Bob Marley when he was beating games like prime and stuff, like his creative output. Check this out, man. Next album, this is what I probably think is probably his best album to date. This one right here, Bob Marley and the Wailers-Exodus, 1977. Singles I was known for is Jammin', Waiting in Vain, which was one of my favorite songs he ever did. Turn Your Lights Down Low, which was like later remixed about a couple years later by Lauryn Hill. Three Little Birds, and One Love People Get Ready, which was, everyone should know People Get Ready was like the Curtis Mayfield cover. Cause you know he was influenced by Curtis Mayfield, like when it came to like songwriting and guitar work. A little trivia about this album though. A year prior to this album released, he got shot back in like '76 because they were trying to assassinate him. Like I don't know what happened though. He just got shot, and he kind of used that as like an epiphany for like Rastafarians getting free. So that's why like we have songs like People Get Ready and stuff like that, because it trying to like make you be free and stuff like that. Like he just wants like to be himself and don't worry about what society will think of him. I love when like artists like really have that, because it really shows like the whole creative output. Like a lot of people, this is actually the most songs he ever did on the Legend album too. So that should tell you something. Anyway, this is like Bob Marley and the Wailers-Exodus, 1977. Dope album. You guys should, every Bob Marley fan should have this album. Let's just leave it like that. Next album is Nas It Was Written, released in 1996 on Columbia Records. Singles album's known for is If I Rule the World, featuring Lauryn Hill, Street Dreams. I most definitely prefer the R. Kelly remix, and The Message, which was, The Message though got him into some controversy because like a lot of people thought he was dissing Tupac, but he would later on diss Biggie, and it's who that he dissed Biggie though. But that's another story. Very dope album, like classic album by a lot of people and stuff like that. This album, when you think of artists taking the mainstream approach, the more mainstream approach, this it always really doesn't go well. But this is like one of the few times it really goes well though, because you kind of went for that more mafioso kind of thing going on, and like a lot of people wanted like an Illmatic too, even Nas himself. But I think people should just make a mainstream album. Like yeah, this song has like some of Nas's best songs to date. Like I Gave You Power, Black Girl Lost, The Setup, which was like one of Havoc's best beats, Live Nigga Rap. Another cool thing about this album, I actually got this off Amazon, but if you look on the track 15, it's the European version. And it has a song called Silent Murder, which is a dope song. Like, I had to get it off Amazon because I couldn't really find it where I was staying at, so. Other than that, oh yeah, hold on, I forgot. His supergroup, The Firm, like with AZ, Foxy Brown, Core Mega, Later Nature, they made their first appearance on this album though. Other than that, this actually is his best-selling album to date, and stuff like that. And you can really tell like the stylistic change in the production. I also read that like Pete Rock actually got mad at Nas, or had a falling out with Nas around this time of the album, because I don't think that Nas caught on Pete Rock though. But I could be wrong about that. But anyway, this is Nas It Was Written, 1996, classic album. Go get it. This album, Big Punisher, I should say, Capital Punishment, released in 1998. This is actually a special edition because it has his wife. I think that's his wife there. Pretty dope album. A lot of people, another classic album at the time, way ahead of his time, if you ask me. Excuse me right quick. Like this is like wonderful albums, like way ahead of its time when it came to lyricism and stuff like that. Singles album's known for. I'm Not a Player, and they released it, Still Not a Player, featuring Joe, like who's really like a dope R&B singer though. But as much as I love that Still Not a Player, I much prefer I'm Not a Player because that's like the more street vibe to it. What's the other song? You Came Up featuring Noreaga, love that song right there. And Twins featuring Fat Joe, which is like a cover of the song Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre did it back around the Chronic, I think, no, the Deep Cover soundtrack. This album was most definitely legendary because it was actually he was actually the first Latin rapper to go platinum, and that was like really unheard of at the time though, you know. What else? Like Big Pun, like he definitely one of the illest lyricists in hip hop. God rest his soul. But one song I wish that would have been like a big single, the song "Punish Me" featuring Miss Jones. Dope song right there. I'm not gonna lie. That song is dope. Anyway, this is Big Punisher, Capital Punishment, released 1998. Listen to Mobb Deep on the background. And the last album I'm about to do is a biggie, no pun. Tupac, All Eyez On Me, released in 1996 under Death Row Records. This album right here. This is an album where you love, but at the same time you kind of like about it, and I'm going to get into that. It's a classic album. I'm not going to front. It's a classic album. I love this album with a passion. Singles album is known for is California Love, Two of America's Most Wanted, How Do You Want It, Two of America's Most Wanted featuring Snoop Dogg, California Love featuring Dr. Dre, How Do You Want It featuring Casey and JoJo, Life Goes On, and I Ain't Mad At You featuring Danny Boy. Danny Boy underrated singer right away. Other than that, like, you guys should know the whole story about this album. Suge Knight bailed him out. He signed to Death Row Records. Like, the thing about this album though, he kind of like went for that more thug lifestyle kind of thing going on. And like, that kind of went well at this. I know it was a new label and he wanted to incorporate new style though. But like, that kind of went well and bad at the same time. Like, as much as I like love this album, I don't even know why, but there's some songs on this album that I don't even feel like really fit his style though, for some reason. Cause I listened to this album like recently, like a couple weeks, months ago. I'm not sure I hate the album though, but it's just that certain songs just like which one. But I do love the song "Got My Mind Up" and "Only God Can Judge Me." But then I just saw some song like really don't fit his style though, cause like another thing too about this album, you have like all those Tupac heads. Like they'll know every verse on this song, but when it comes to like that, his previous albums after this, they don't listen to this album though. But other than that, this actually is, of course, his best-selling album. It was like the first double CD disc in hip hop. Definitely a classic album. I'm still gonna say it's a classic album though. Like, you guys should pick this up. It's definitely. But I would recommend you listen to all the previous stuff. Don't just pick this album up. And that's all the time I have today. Thank you. I might do another CD collection probably tomorrow.